Well, hello and happy Saturday. Cynthia Gordon, representing Whole, women helping others live empowered. So, on this last Saturday of January 2021, this one's for me. And I say it often that Whole started and is every video, every topic, I fit somewhere there. And so today, I want to share a good experience I had. Um, I was asked to be a guest for Lysandra Yvette, who is the founder of, and I don't want to get the name wrong, Loving Touch Healing and Wellness. And you should look her up. Um, she's an awesome woman, and she is really out there trying to benefit us women. And so on her show that we did last Sunday, or earlier in the week, and it was called Dynamic Women of Color, Bringing Views of Wellness to the Table. And in talking about wellness, we touched on a few things, and um, let's talk about it. One of the questions that Lysandra asked me was, what has been difficult on my Christian walk, and the most difficult part of this spiritual walk. And I paraphrased her question, but I shared with her that one of the most difficult things is knowing how unworthy you are in the flesh. And that was one part to that. And the other part is just always feeling that there's more. So first off, in my flesh, I am truly unworthy. And again, on every video, I say pretty much that in one way or the other. A mess in a dress, I like to use that phrase. But please understand that the grace of God only the sacrifice Jesus made for you and I makes us all worthy. So I need to walk in that, and I try to walk in that. But as we finished, I still let my flesh get me and feel like I just didn't give enough. I just didn't say enough. I just didn't really address some of what was on the table. So here I am. And what I do know, and thank you for those who have seen our session, it is posted on Facebook and in YouTube. And so again, it's Dynamic Women of Color, Bringing Views of Wellness to the Table. And you can find that on YouTube. Again, Lysandra Yvette is the moderator of that interview. And I want to dig deeper into wellness and anxiety and mental health. And those of you that are following, you know, I've done a few pieces on mental health. And for some reason, it's just been on me. And to me, that means there's more to be said. And I didn't write anything today. You guys know I'm good for writing, and I'm good for just reading what I've written and still going off topic or going off the page and just giving it to you from my heart. But what I do know is because everything I give, even if I'm reading it off of a page that I've written, or a writing that I always give the credit where it comes from, but something about that thing that I share comes from my heart. And truly, that's probably my gift is transparency and the willingness to talk from my heart. No embarrassment, no shame, just whatever God gives me. I do want to use it and to share. And so, in talking about wellness, and we did talk about anxiety, and we talked about um, depression. And so, again, that thing is still just on me. And I have to get stuff off of me And so here we are. And so I decided to make it the topic, or make it something that I shared with you guys on Saturday. Um, and again, if you've seen Wellness Part 1 and 2 before, it may feel as if you're hearing it again, but there's someone who needs to hear it. Maybe you didn't catch the first two, and maybe you are going through something, or maybe you caught the first two and you weren't going through anything devastating then, but now you are. I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know you're not alone. And I think that I've been emotional this week because last year we did have 2 suicides in my family, and they were devastating. And because of that, I don't want to, and you may hear, if you're one of my followers, you will hear mental health come back up, because it's so important that we get help when we need it. It's so important that we admit to ourselves first that we need some help, and then we reach out to get that help. Suicide is a devastating thing for families. If you are feeling this earth would be better without you, if you are feeling so much is going on and you can't take it and you're overwhelmed by life, if you're feeling that you've done something that you can't get back from, oh, I promise you, you can. You can get back from anything. You can be forgiven. You can move forward. You can get the help that you need. And so I wanted to make sure that I came on and that I once again let you know you are not alone. There are helplines out there. Again, Miss Lysandra Yvette, her organization is awesome, and it's a place you can go to. Look her up. Again, that name is Loving Touch Healing and Wellness, and you can go to her website and reach out to her. There are suicide helplines, and so the hotline number 800-273-8255. And at the end, I'll give that again. I just want so desperately to let you know that you are not alone, and that it's so hard. Suicide is so hard on those of us that are left, and those that wonder, what could we have done? Did we miss something? Maybe we started a call on that day and we didn't call, and then the next call we get is that bad news. It may be something that you feel is a way out for you, but for those that are left behind, it is absolutely a time that is spent wondering, what could we have done? What should we have done, if anything? And it's a guilt that now the people that love you have to live with. It's a issue that we have to really overcome, because truly it's nothing we can do. Most often it's a decision that's made, and we all would hope that we are here for our loved ones. At least I do. I don't know. I say we all because I just, in my heart of hearts, believe that people are good and that people care about other people. So for those that are struggling, for those that need help, for those that feel like you're alone, drop a comment in the video. I do go back even weeks later and look at the comment and see if there's something. But certainly reach out, call the helpline if you need help. If there's no one in your circle that you feel comfortable enough to talk to, please talk to someone. Please, I beg you, talk to someone. And again, in dealing with the personal suicides in my own family, all of us deal with that thing. We deal with that thing and go, what could we have done? How could they have felt so alone that they didn't talk to any one of us? I have a huge family on every side, mother, father, all of that. And prayerfully, I am one that doesn't judge, and that you can literally talk to me about anything. And I've said it before, I'm not so holy. I'm not that holy. I love God. I do. I love God. And I believe that he can use me. But certainly I've made mistakes and continue to make mistakes like everyone else. I sinned and I fall short of the glory. But thank God for Jesus. And to that end, we aren't alone, and we can get help. And there is no shame in seeking help. There's no shame in seeking help. I absolutely believe that if you need help and you seek that help, you're actually showing strength. I don't know any other ways to say it. I am not not a doctor, not even a pastor. I received my assignment from God, though, to use this big mouth of mine to let you know that he is real, to use it just to be a friend, to communicate, and that communication includes listening, that to give that ear to those that need it. And I know that there are many of us out there willing to listen, willing to, you know what, have a lunch, have a conversation. I know that earth is open, closed, open, closed. And that too is so devastating to many, if not to all. In this 8-9 months that we've been going through this, it's been just devastating to so many. A lot of us are finding ways to deal with it that are productive. But even if you are dealing and finding productive ways to deal with the solitude or the changes that have had to be made, it gets to you after a while. And maybe you just need to talk to someone. Counseling is such a good release for me. It is absolutely something that helps me just to talk. I have found that no one is the solution to whatever I deem to be a problem, but if I can get it out. Hence, this video is helping me to get it out, because there were so many things that I felt, and maybe not so many, but this mental health needed to be addressed a little more. And I just wanted to make sure, because even if, again, you saw the first couple of videos I did on mental health, the topic of wellness with Lysandra was really eye-opening and good, just to delve a little further into that. And so I wanted to just say, hey, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxiety or depression, or if you're feeling alone, reach out to somebody and let them be an ear for you, a support system for you. If you are feeling suicidal and you're thinking of taking your life, if you think that that would be better for this earth to be without you, I promise you it is not the truth, and it's a trick. It's a trick of the enemy, and trying to get you to maybe stifle a gift that God has given you. So I beg you, please reach out to someone and try to get some help. Talk to somebody. Tell somebody you're feeling whatever it is you're feeling. And if you can't articulate that thing, just get with someone and say, I'm not feeling so good. I'm not even able to articulate it, but I think I need some help. And that's okay. You know what? It's okay not to be okay. We are going through so very much. This has been the year of all years, 2020. Even if you had your stuff together, 2020 tried to rock your boat. And It's okay. It's okay, because you know what? I serve a God that can steady any boat. And I pray that you know him as well. You know what? It's really easy to get to know him. Confess with your mouth. Believe in your heart that Jesus died and rose again, and you would be saved. It's not a lot to it. Um, and I know that if you drink, smoke, curse, do whatever you may do, you may feel that you can't come to Christ, but truly you can. And so, as I stated, today I got a lot in here that I need to get out. So we've talked about mental health, depression, suicide, and Christ. And I have shared with you always, every video comes back to Christ for me. But I love everyone, and I want you to know, if that's not what you believe, I still pray that if you're going through and that you're feeling anxiety and that you need someone, that you reach out and get some help, that you reach out, you call the suicide helpline. If it's not that and it's just anxiety, and you know what, anxiety shows up in so many different ways. Depression shows up in so many different ways. Reach out and get some help. Um, Reach out to a loved one, a family member, a friend, and just say, I just need to talk. I just need to take a walk. I just need to have someone know that I'm having a hard time. Check on me once a week. Check on me every other day. Whatever it may be, that you may get through this time and know that you can get through whatever feelings you're having, that someone cares. Reach out to someone and let them be a help to you. Let them be a support to you. I love you all, and I pray that you have a happy Saturday. I pray that if it's only one person that needed to hear this, that you are listening, and that you know that you are not alone. Many have been there. I have been there and felt depression. I have been there and felt anxiety. I felt anxiety after the video that we did because I felt like I didn't give enough. And I pray that this will release me, and that the right person or persons get to hear and decide that they want to live, decide that they want to seek help. If it's just anxiety and depression that might be getting to you, and maybe you're not suicidal, but you do need to talk to someone, please do. Please do. I beg you, please do. So the suicide hotline number, 1-800-273-8255. My girl, Lysandra Yvette, Loving Touch Healing and Wellness. Reach out to her website. She has many, many gifts and is willing to share them. And I pray that you reach out to someone and let them be assistance to you, so that you know that you're not the only one. I promise you, we all at times go through, and there is strength in getting help. Again, I love you. Have a happy Saturday on purpose. Take care.